Hey guys, does your stream look like it got infiltrated by a tadpole and is glitching out of control? Or your character is trying to go through multiple invisible walls? If it does, then you might be me from the past, because I too had these issues. For me, the culprit was Vulkan. I've been finding mixed reviews about Vulkan and DirectX 11. Both these APIs work on their own ways. Vulkan is supposed to alleviate the burden on the hardware using less system resources like CPU, memory, bandwidth, graphics, and transfer that burden on the application. In which cases, users will see better performance with Vulkan. But sometimes it doesn't go that way. Vulkan seems to work better if you have AMD graphics, and based on some comments, this doesn't seem too far off because Vulkan was derived from an older AMD API. It's also mentioned that DX11 works well for older hardware. One would assume Vulkan also works well with older hardware since you're not putting too much stress on the parts, and it supposedly does. It's supposed to work well with both older and newer hardware. So basically it can go either way. Although Larian says it's supposed to have better performance, they also say it can be less stable. This makes sense with the results that we've been finding from our research, which also say that it's supposed to be better for performance, but there's more darker forces at play. Therefore, you can try both Vulkan or DirectX 11. For me, changing it to DX11 was the first approach and the most impactful. You can make other changes like setting the presets to low or very low. I had to set it to very low because I have what HP likes to call a gaming PC with a max power supply of 400 watts. The minimum recommended power supply for GTX 2060 Super is 550 watts. And since power supply is HP specific built, you can't even swap it out with other units. So I'm stuck with GTX 1660. What I'd like to say is, HP rolled a nat 20 on deception, but what really happened is I failed an intelligence check because I didn't do my research ahead of time. I can go up as high as medium, but yeah, if your graphics card is worse, you might want to lower the settings. You can also try going windowed. For some reason, this helped me out. If you're still having issues, you might want to lower the OBS streaming settings or output settings if you're using OBS. I'm streaming on simple OBS settings and it's set to 6000 bitrate. You can go lower or you can go to output and lower resolution and frame rate. I left 2 links below for guidance on OBS settings you could try out. But the main change that helped for me again was changing it to DirectX 11. Thanks for watching.